Hey everybody, DrEtte here, and we are back with some more late night Magic Arena. So I did end up getting a request to try doing something that would have been like a dimir Amass based deck, which sadly I spent more time than I'm happy to admit brewing, not having too much luck with it, having some games where you just run away with it, all that fun stuff, but I felt like relying too much on the Amass tokens themselves to win me the game wasn't quite doing it. I was playing with a bunch of the Amass focused creatures. Let's just pull up a list of what we were running here. Like I was running like the fancy tricks like a Callous Dismissal. I was running our Eternal Skylord to give it evasion. Didn't have too much luck there. Tried doing something a bit more aggro focused with some of the earlier drops like our Lazatep Reaver or Grim Initiate. It wasn't going too well. Tried doing a bit more of a dimir control thing, dealing with like a Gleaming Overseer, Enter the God Eternals, Dreadhorde Invasion. Still wasn't panning out quite the way I wanted it to. So I figured we're going to add another color to the list. So it went from a dimir Amass based deck to a Grixis control spells matter type deal. And with that being said, we're going to quickly hop through that list. And to do the usual cringy YouTuber shit, hey, if you like it, if you want to play it, cool, I'll have the deck list down. Comment if you want other suggestions. That's where I'm kind of pulling some information off to give me video ideas. And subscribe if you want more. All that fun stuff. But let's get into the important bits. Okay, so with my Amass, our 1-drops are basically non-existent. We are running Spell Pierce just to counter those 3-drop walkers to get rid of 3 fairy, because getting your Amass token bounced again and again really sucks. It is not fun. So Spell Pierce, a good way to just get rid of those threats that are generally played on curve. We are running a Search for Azcanta as a one-off. I feel like Narset does the job pretty well. And we have a lot of very important 2-drops that we also want to get ticking very quickly in the form of Dreadhorde Invasion, one of our fun Amass-themed things here. Every turn, ping ourselves for 1, Amass 1. If our zombie token has a power of 6 or greater and attacks, it has lifelink. This can win you games on its own. It's fantastic. It's a recurring threat. Can also screw you if they have consistent removal for your token, because otherwise you're just pinging yourself a shitload. Lava Coil, it's pretty solid removal against a lot of the mid-range threats. Very happy to kill a Wild Growth Walker and all that. Thought Erasure, you know it, you love it. If you're not playing it, you definitely hate it. Lets us surveil, dig, throw something in our graveyard, make our land drops, get rid of whatever their on-curve threat would be. Fantastic. Narset, it's a limited use, all like pre-flipped Azcanta with a bonus. 100% shuts down Phoenix decks, which I've been seeing a shitload of them lately. It's been kind of nuts. Finding the spells you need to actually play the game, awesome. Lets you thin your deck out, hit your drops, etc. Love this card, A+. If I can run it, chances are I probably am. Now, Invade the City is a weird card, and I'm mostly playing it just because it's on theme with the Amass. Amass X, where X is the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. I'm gonna be real with you. I would be all over this card if this was printed at instant, because with the cards we're playing, well, not as efficiently as some other decks. We could probably get some weird self-mill going on with here, but let's not get too deep into that. Amass X, where X is the instants and sorceries in your graveyard. Cool. We have some tools to get there. We'll cover those real quickly when we get there. We have our, let's see what we've got. We have Azcanta. In this case, throw shit in the graveyard. You have to dumpster a Lava Coil? Whatever, at least you'll get some value from it later. All that fun stuff. We have our, let's see where we're hiding over here. Enter the God Eternals. We can self-mill. We can put a decent amount of cards, which may or may not be instants or sorceries, in our graveyard. Also helps us flip our Azcanta. Pretty solid. We have Ral, who I am running instead of Big Scary Boy Bolus. His +1. You basically get to dig down 2 deep, keep 1, graveyard the other. Also benefits off his -3 with instants and sorceries in a graveyard. Go figure. So, yeah. Oh, and Discovery. Here, let's just shove you over here where you probably belong. Same thing, Surveil 2, draw a card. We can bury things. We can get rid of sorceries that are irrelevant to our situation to get bigger payoffs from our invade the city. It's only a 2 of. You don't want to see this early because it feels pretty shitty when you haven't really played anything and you have a dead 3-drop, because you never want that. Bedevil, fantastic, versatile removal, love it, A+ card. Bolus the Ravager, if I had him, he would probably be a 4, but sadly I'm out of Mythic Rare wild cards, so it is what it is. Sadly, he'll be rotating out soonish, so I'll miss you, my boy. Widespread Brutality, it's our sweeper. Should we be playing Ritual of Sit? Probably. Is this more fun and on theme and potentially a one-sided board wipe? Yes, so we're running this. Enter the God Eternals. Very decent spot removal. Gets us some life gain to deal with aggro matches. Can buff up our Amass token by quite a large amount. Quite frequently you'll see something like remove big threat, Amass 4 token that was a 2/2 or a 3/3 is now like a 6/6, a 7/7, and then you get the life gain on the swing. It's fantastic. Royal, he's your standard big planeswalker. Uptick to draw card, -3 to remove card, alt to essentially win the game. And Bedeck Bedazzle, versatile split card. Removal with the Bedeck half, generally speaking, or you can get a really big, scary swing and bolus. Bedazzle, which is can get rid of a Flip Discanta, get rid of some of the other new fancy lands out there. It's cool. And then our mana base is a little bit, how do I say this? It's a little bit basics light, so if we're dealing up with Golgari land destruction, we're potentially punished quite easily, but say la vie, what can you do? But yeah, this has been going on for a while. Let's jump right into the game, see how we do today. Okay, so we're in a game against Marsak, A222. You know, going first, I don't hate this too much. It's a little bit slow, but we have a Spell Pierce. If we're up against aggro, we're probably hooped, but hand's just a little bit painful. Slam down the steam vents first, see what we draw into. Never like seeing a mountain. Not gonna lie to y'all. Don't know if this play is worth it, to be honest, getting a Dreadhorde invasion and shocking myself in the face. It's essentially going to be a 1/1/3. So they have something. You know what? I feel like this is just going to be a painful game for my face.
The past, present, and future are bound by thread. I have just the
Let's
trick
see, what
for
have we
this.
done? We have shocked ourselves twice. We don't have mana for Enter the God Eternals. We are going to be hurting our face every turn. This will help us fix our draws. We might get another use out of Narset, which is definitely valuable. They have the potential to bolt Narset. They are mono red. They can curve into a Chain Whirler just to deal with the token that way. Assuming they make the third land drop, of course. Oh no, we're up against Phoenix, huh? I'm definitely playing. Is this mono red Phoenix, or are they just mana screwed right now? That's not who I want to play. I want to play you. I think... Wow, this feels really wrong to do. I am going to be getting Narset in. We're not going to down ticker. We're going to swing in with this guy here. This stops their card draw, which is very important when they want to be playing their Phoenix. And we're going to hold the Spell Pierce mana up, just to stop them from actually chaining casts. So they're on the... Yeah, is this mono red Phoenix? What the hell am I looking at? I mean, I like it. I dig it. It's a nice change of pace, but... Where your blue mana at, bet? Finale of Promise. You see that? That's the card you want to have the Spell Pierce up for, and I don't feel bad holding that. See, now we can just nice, relaxing, discover a little bit. Another land drop would be cool. I don't think we need another Narset. And we're just gonna pull Narset out like this. As much as I would love to just start down-ticking her, just having any Phoenix, anything that's trying to cantrip off, taking away their ability to draw more than one card a turn, really shoots them in the foot. Maybe not as much as it would be against Is It Phoenix or something of the sort, but it's there. Hopefully all this shocking our own face doesn't get us killed from our Dread Horde invasion, but we'll see. Hello. They could just be trying to cast these off just to get their Phoenixes. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this will get their singular arc light out. They'll start putting me on a clock. Technically, they really want Narset gone. Which, fair. Let's see, we won't have mana for another Narset, so we're definitely not down-ticking. Get rid of the burb. Oh, we're kindling. Fancy. So our life total isn't looking the greatest. As far as instants in here, we have 3 that we've gotten rid of now. Let me see here. Based on what they have in hand, I think I'm fine to deal with Narset. We can get this for their turn to deal with their Phoenix. So yeah, that will let us resolve another Narset just to stop them from having any chance of cantripping. Get that down. Of course, we're gonna no attack here. See what opponent decides to do. Because we're going to bedeck them on their turn. Play Ral, down, tick, remove, hit face. Seeing another Rekindling Phoenix would kind of suck, but... okay, that's a little annoying. At this rate, it looks like we are going to kill ourselves with our own Dread Horde invasion. Yeah, you do you, boo. Let's hope they have nothing weird as a one-off spell that gives them a +0/+1 or something of the sort. So we go, oof, ouch, my bones. I think we're fine to actually use Narset right now. Invade the city sounds decently useful to me right now. Not shock-in useful because I'm scared of where my life totals are right now.
Yep. This ought to be good.
Pretty loud audio effect on him, jeez. And of course, this boy over here is summon suit, so. I don't think I want to down-tick Narset again, though. I think we'll just rely on the... There it is. Dealt with the birds. Played a weird game against Mono Red Phoenix. Was fun. Let's dive into the next. Okay, so into another game again. Against Stockbeard, okay. Now, what do we have on curve? We have our Discovery Dispersal, we have Dread Horde Invasion. If we draw into a land, we'll have 2 draw steps to get another blue for Narset. I'm okay with how this is looking. We're missing double red on Brutality, but I'm not too concerned about that one. Let's see how this goes here. Let's just get our Watery Grave down. So opponent is definitely ramping into something. Let's see here. What do I want to do? Worst case, we will have access to either Discovery or Narset next turn. So I'm not too concerned. Opponent has 4 mana. Mono green Stompy looks like what we're facing right now. We have no real answer to Steel Leaf for a few turns. We could expedite that by playing another DrEtte Horde Invasion. But I'm not going to lie, that kind of scares me, so I'm going to do it. So what I am hoping for here is we top deck into a red source. Because on our upkeep, our Amass token is going to be a 3/3, plus the Amass 2 for 5. That will wipe the entire board. It hurts. Not too keen on that. Okay, game. This would be a wonderful brutality. Come on. Come on. Oh god, you have no idea how good this feels. I want you to look at their hand. Look at their one card in their hand. We're gonna hit this button here. And now we have an empty board. Do they scoop? Do they scoop? Sockbeard? Do you scoop? I'm about to be gaining a lot of life, fam. Oh god, that feels good. That feels better than any Ritual of Soot has ever felt. Let's get into a real game, though. Hopefully one that maybe goes on a bit longer than turn 4. Okay, we're diving into a game against Van with his lovely Teferi icon, which means he's playing mono red aggro, as is tradition. Our mana base is very painful. We have access to a lot of blue sources, so playing Narset on curve won't be an issue. Thankfully, we get to be that guy against our Esper control player. And let's take a... Oh, is this mid-range? Buddy, is this mid-range? What do I get rid of? This is a hard choice. I don't have spot removal to deal with Thief of Sanity. Sorin, we don't have any... Teferi is Teferi. He's scary in his own right. We have to respect that. And Belhan's just a big buff boy who does die to enter the God Eternals. This is kind of a hard choice. I'm just going to remove the threat that is a threat right now. We are going to keep this Thought Erasure on top. And then the following turn, we will figure out a different threat to get rid of. That seems fair. Doesn't look like opponent drew into playable this turn, so we're going to take a little look again. So they have their mana. Do we just take Teferi? What does Sorin do that concerns me? They have no... Yeah, they'll have some creatures in the yard. It'll be very easy for him to get loyalty on it because it's +2. I think we get rid of Sorin for now. Because Basilica does make us discard a card, we'll probably dump our Widespread Brutality. I was considering getting rid of Azcanta, but milling ourselves with God Eternals, we should be able to get that flipped pretty damn fast. Let's see, we definitely play our Watery Grave here. Opponent will be able to curve right into Teferi, which I'm not super excited to see. Our set just dies to Basilica Belhan, so let's get at least a Scry effect out of this one. The following turn, we can see what we scry into. Oh, really? Baby Teferi.
I can no longer stand by and watch. I've got it.
I'm not too upset with that, man. Could be holding up counter magic or something, but he could have done the same thing just with the untap from Teferi there. So let's see. We are going to enter the God Eternals. We are going to be milling ourselves. So Belhan's out of the way. I'm trying to figure out if this Esper list would be running multiple Sorins here.
Time.
So there is a Teferi. decent chance we just get down-ticked here.
I know my responsibility. You
That's
need
fine.
to slow
It's
down.
removal, but it kind of makes him infinitely less scary to me. Let's see what we are able to hit with our girl Narset, though.
My prowess is on put thoughtfulness before action.
Yeah, getting another Narset is not a bad idea, I figure. And resolving his Kanta early is nice. So we'll essentially have access to 2 Iskanta activations between Narset and Iskanta
Let's
proper.
skip to the good part.
Opponent could have
Don't worry, I got this.
no, it is an Esper hero list, okay. And another Soren. That is not what I wanted to see, because we just
I did not
got
stop
rid
this
of
fight,
some of our
but
sweepers.
I will finish it. I require your
Deep
blood,
Sanity, a little scary.
not your
I
soul.
wouldn't be surprised if we find removal for it, though. I don't think Invasion does it for us right now. So let's get this transferred. Land drop.
I have just the trick for this.
Neither of these do anything too crazy. So let's see what is our play here. I think we're fine. I say fine. I think we're stuck main phasing this. God, this is just loaded here. Because we'll have access to invade the city, which isn't small right now. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be a 4/4 Amass token, but that dies to a lot of their board. So yeah, we can scratch that. Not too keen on this, so we're looking at Bedevil more likely. Now, how much mana do we have? We'll have access to 4 mana right now. I think it is relevant to us right now to get rid of the... probably the Thief. I don't want him getting any card advantage off that. We have to remember that they do have 3 fairy out, so I can't hold up instant speed spells. So as much as I'd love to do that on their turn, can you do? Sadly, they were able to ping down Narset with the Soren uptick.
Trust me, I have a plan.
One thing I should consider running in here, not as a sideboard card, is some main decked Elder Spells. I also don't hate Widespread Brutality here. Let's see. This will leave us enough mana for the correct. Perfect.
The past, present, keep an open mind.
Back up Narset. And a Widespread Brutality. Again, the Mass token is just going to be handled by 3 fairy and a bounce, but can you do? We are going to have to figure out our Bedevil target sooner than later. Soren just keeps
I'll
making
protect you.
more threats. The fairy is just card advantage and a win condition on his own.
Traits. No time for a break.
Thankfully, Narset's doing a good job of shutting that down temporarily. Like, we just gutted 2 card draws this turn. Hold on, we can activate her.
Meditate and prepare.
Second Bedevil is nothing to turn our nose at. That gets rid of what I would consider 2 of our primary threats here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can get a Bedevil off on Soren.
I wish you all short lives.
No real holds. Again, it feels bad doing this
It's
at
only a
sorcery
matter
speed.
of time.
And then getting our set out. Just to stop them from drawing any more extra cards. They are running a mid-range list. I think Spell Pierce wouldn't have been super
I am
relevant.
not making this up as I go.
This can get rid of most anything, I figure. Another Narset activation. Let's see. Discovery Dispersal here. Feel like we're fine discovering for now. Now, what threat do we want? We don't want that, we don't want that. We're good on those. We're getting pretty deep in here, too. Again, nothing instant. And I am okay getting a Ral to slam down next turn. just for the
Let's
card
try this.
advantage we'll be able to generate with them. I'm sad he gets to look into. Sad. Bye, Rao. So let's see. See what we can find with this Kanta. Another Narset. Okay. I don't think this is necessarily the right call, but it's the
If you
funny
wish to
call.
surrender
I think
now,
we've drawn into all
I
four
have
of her this
just the
game.
trick for this.
And the sad thing is, against most other decks, this would be pretty solid. I mean, I think this forces him to get rid of his Teferi this turn. Or some other spot removal. Mortify. Yeah, 10/10 tokens, pretty intimidating. Elder Spell, yeah.
My
I've gotten
mind needs
quite
a
a lot of
rest.
goodness out of Narset lately.
Here goes nothing.
Let's dig deep. Take a look in what they're holding. Just steal their deputy. It's mine now. Let's get this DrEtte Horde invasion on the board. Of course, they'll have ways to deal with it, aka Teferi here, but
Here we go.
back to my hand. Sadly, they actually get card draw out of it now. And they get to remove it now. I might just deck myself in this game. Not the fellow I wanted to see. Especially being out of Narsets. Let's see. God Eternals does us no good. Morale lets us dig a little bit deeper, which is always good.
Beat me? Just try it.
Well, this is fun. Don't have the untapped mana to play him, but he's fun.
Thought.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we can play him and
That's
flip him
more
the
like
same
it.
turn, assuming he doesn't have a counter. Which he might. I know counter magic isn't really in vogue right now, but
Time to choose. Oh, it's so exciting.
yeah, I think this might be relevant here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we replay this. Does he have removal for my boy? Well, I don't like that. He has a bounce effect for my boy, which is fine. And we are pretty
You know
close
what?
to getting
I'm
a
not done yet.
Ral emblem out. Which is good, because I'm kind of scared of... decking myself. Is what I was going to say.
This might be a bad idea.
Well, at least I have these lava coils for some reason.
Hope we get something good.
So let me see here. We can get our... We'd love this. We do ye good old dispersal. We'll get rid of their Teferi. We won't discard it, but that's what we have this for. Bye, Teferi. We need whatever we can keep on top right now. So let's see, we are going to resolve the DrEtte Horde invasion. We are going to Lava Coil the Thief. Gonna bounce that back
Oh,
up.
I've done the hero thing before. I'm known for my excellent timing. Let's try this.
Okay, so am I won. I don't know for sure if I had the win there. And I've never actually gotten the fun Ral token off, but it almost happened. You were there. And I'm going to wrap it up now. That game went on longer than I thought. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And I'm DrEtte. Catch y'all next time. Bye for now, everybody.